Over £1.5 million in winner place prize money between them. Blinker for the first time is #1 Chatham, 16-1 chance of Richard Dunwoody. Royal Athlete then the national winner, the Martel national winner, the 6-1 favourite Jason Titley. Sweet Duke 10-1 Carl Llewellyn, Willsford 14-1 Rodney Farrant, and Dakin's Boy 20-1 with Chris Moore. Cool Ground, former winner of a Gold Cup, is ridden by Paul Holly, 25-1. Blinkered for the first time, Nostragoni, 10-1 with Russ Garrity. Meliagris, 12-1, Dean Gallagher, one of the David Nicholson trio. Must Have a Swig, 9-1, Charlie Swan. Arthur's Minstrel, 8-1, Norman Williamson. £3 overweight for Peter Niven on Mr. Woodcock, 10-1 the odds of reward. Blinkered, Do Be Brief, 20-1 Warren Marston. Peter Skew is ridden by Robert Bellamy, 25-1. The tallest horse in training, Uranus Galange at Mark Dwyer's, £2 overweight, 10-1 the odds on offer. Plenty Crack, 66-1. Now that's an outsider with chances, despite the pound over by Brian Story. Side there, partnered by Eamon Murphy, is 66-1. Petty Bridge, 33-1. Mr. Richard Johnson claiming the 7. Off the Brew, placed in the race before, Visored, 66-1 for Johnny Bradburn. Spiky, similarly priced, Jason Callahan. Anio Kiloni, 66-1 also. Lee Aspel claiming the 7, but putting up a little bit of overweight. Hill Walk is ridden by Derek Morris, and we heard him talking about his chances. That's number 21, and Crown Eyeglass, number 22, ridden by Ollie Pear. That's the lineup then for this, the Stakis Casino Scottish Grand National.
On 10s then, Mr. Woodcock, Sweet Duke, Lostragoni and Uranus Galange, showing at 12-1 Meliagris, at 14s Willsford. Chatham is a 16-1 chance, and then they go 20-1 Dakin's Boy, also 20-1 Do Be Brief. Peter Skew is a 25-1 chance. On 33-1 Cool Ground and Petty Bridge, 40-1 Hill Walk. At 50s then, from 66s, Plenty Crack and Sigh there. On 66-1 Off the Brew, Spiky and Anio Geloni, and a big price Crown Eyeglass, 250-1.
He knows the tension and the drama that's about to unfold for these 22 brave pilots who are taking these 22 horses, winners of 170 races over an extended 4 miles here for the Stakis Casino Scottish Grand National. The charge is on as they go to the first, and the early pace being set by Peter Skew and Sweet Duke. The stable companion Strive for Twiston Davis. Do Be Brief the inside of Arthur's Minstrel, so the Southern team and Royal Athletes holds a good position. They're at the first now, which the leaders clear safely, and they're all safely over the first. Mr. Woodcock held up out the back. Sweet Duke leading from Do Be Brief in second, and then showing third now on the outside is Peter Skew as they take the second fence. And at the rear of the field now is Dakin's Boy, all safely jumped too, well strung out, and it's Sweet Duke taking absolutely no prisoners, Carl Llewellyn. Do Be Brief in second place, Arthur's Minstrel the outside of Peter Skew, and then Willsford out wide of these. Can Front Run, made all in the Ida, don't forget, and they all cross the third safely, continuing down towards the fourth, and a short run to it with Sweet Duke leading at it. He reached for it, got away with it, and it's still Sweet Duke the leader, and they're all safely over the fourth. From in second place, Do Be Brief, and then we have Peter Skew and Royal Athlete and Arthur's Minstrel and Wilford. Then we have Chatham and Meliagris, who got off on terms with Must Have a Swig behind him. Then Hill Walk racing mid-division, a length to the good over Lostragoni, followed by Off the Brew, Anio Geloni. Plenty Crack is towards the back. So too Uranus Galange and Mr. Woodcock towards the rear, as too is Spiky. Dakin's Boy is plumb last. Crown Eyeglass last but one, and the grey side there last but two, as they turn towards the home straight for the first time and down towards fence number 6, with Sweet Duke leading. Sweet Duke at the head of affairs. This is fence number 6 coming to it. Peter Skew the outside as they skip over. They're all jumping safely at a good steady pace. It's Sweet Duke and Peter Skew sharing it 1 and 2. A length behind these, Willford out wide now of Arthur's Minstrel and Do Be Brief the inside as they take this open ditch. These are followed through by Chatham and Meliagris, and then Cool Ground racing mid-division. Then Must Have a Swig, followed by Plenty Crack out wide and Lostragoni, and then comes Petty Bridge. Anio Geloni follows these, and then Mr. Woodcock and Spiky. Crown Eyeglass, Uranus Galange Off the Brew, side there, and the back marker is Dakin's Boy as they come towards fence number 9. This is only the first circuit, 2 more circuits to go after this, and so the order as they race up past us with those 2 circuits to go is that Sweet Duke leads. From Peter Skew in second and Willford out wide in third. Then Arthur's Minstrel the rail and Do Be Brief and Meliagris and Chatham at a steady pace. Then Hill Walk and Royal Athlete running the rail and Must Have a Swig, followed through by Low Stragoni with on the outside Plenty Crack, then Cool Ground and Petty Bridge. Then we have Mr. Woodcock and Spiky the outside of Uranus Collonge, and a group of 4 comprising last place side there off the Brew Dakins Boy and the rank outsider Crown Eyeglass. They race past the point of departure, and it's still Sweet Duke who has it. From Peter Skew in second place, Willsford out wide, and then Arthur's Minstrel racing in 4. At this stage, Royal Athlete is down the pack in about the 9 slot, but runs the rail and has got a good stride on. It's Sweet Duke leading by length. This is fence number 10 they're coming to now, and at racing pace, Sweet Duke comes to take it. Half a length of the good over Peter Skew, who leapt it like a good one. Uranus Collonge, a slight mistake. Side there, a little bit of a mistake towards the back. Sweet Duke leading from Willsford, and then on the inside, Arthur's Minstrel and Peter Skew in the blue and maroon. 3 in line here up front, and Peter Skew not as fluent as the other 2. And Willsford, he's moving well for Jenny Pitman, and that one under Rodney Farrant just has the edge to Sweet Duke. Meliagris has made ground on the outside of the pack. Cool Ground's getting closer. Arthur's Minstrel, the leaders bunching as they take the open ditch, the 3rd down the back stretch. Royal Athlete just losing his place a little bit, pops out of the picture there down in about 12-15 spot, but no more than 10 lengths off the leader, which as they take the last on the far side is on the inside Arthur's Minstrel. Tailing off now is off the Brew, and they continue their run down towards the backstretch, and as they do so, no change up front. Looks as if Plenty Crack has been pulled up. It's Sweet Duke the inside of Willsford 1 and 2. Then Arthur's Minstrel, followed through by Peter Skew racing 4. Do Be Brief in 5, and then making a bit of ground on the outside of the pack now is Royal Athlete. Petty Bridge coming with a bit of a dash. Crown Eyeglass is the one that's well and truly tailed off as they come down towards the halfway stage. 2 miles to go then in the Stakis Casino Scottish Grand National, and Sweet Duke, Nigel Twiston Davis has had great runs in this race, and his Sweet Duke has now been passed by Willsford, and it's Willsford just the leader from Sweet Duke. Arthur's Minstrel the near on the runs the rail. Peter Skew the near side to us as they come down towards fence number 16. Of the 27 they jump, and Willsford probably just has the edge. This could be a cracking race. Willsford the inside of him is Sweet Duke. Stride for stride they go. Then Arthur's Minstrel and Peter Skew, followed by Must Have a Swig, Do Be Brief, Cool Ground. Royal Athletes in about 10th to 11th spot, runs the rail, the red cap well in contention as they come down towards what will be the last next time round. This time it's the 18th, and it's Sweet Duke and Willsford and Peter Skew still stride for stride, and Frankers, any of them could win really.
Yeah, there's about 10 or 12 all fancying the chances at the moment, and Carl Llewellyn taking them along with Sweet Duke. He then just slowed the pace up a little bit, allowed 2 or 3 that were beginning to struggle get back into the race, have a bit of a breather. But he's done the right thing on Sweet Duke. He's got him jumping well, he's enjoying himself. Arthur's Minstrel made a terrible blunder there at the second last. Norman Williamson getting a tune out of him up until that stage. And Royal Athlete, well, he's still going plenty well enough, but there's quite a few with lighter weights going well around him.
And Royal Athlete is well down the pack. The 3 from the right of that picture, and the white sleeve jacket in about 12th or 15th spot. Sweet Duke has it from Willsford, and then comes Arthur's Minstrel and Peter Skew as they set off on the final circuit. And at this plain fence, Sweet Duke still just has the edge. A slight mistake there by Petty Bridge. Mr. Woodcock starts to pick up. Uranus Collonge is going to be pulled up. So too Spiky well out the back, down towards this next plain fence. Sweet Duke has it. Sweet Duke the leader. Willsford a slight mistake there. Chatham makes a mistake down the pack, and that puts him out of contention. Royal Athlete 7 to 1. Arthur's Minstrel 7 to 1. Must Have a Swig 7 to 1. 10 to 1 bar, and it's still Sweet Duke on the front end. Willsford, here goes Peter Skew the outside. Red sleeve jacket the rail. There's Arthur's Minstrel. Cool Ground close enough if good enough. Then comes Meliagri. Hillwalk is picking up from the back. They've got 2 more to take on the back stretch, and it's Willsford the outside of Sweet Duke 1 and 2 as they continue the run down. Spike is tailed off. Side is tailed off. Crown Eyeglass is tailed off. Looks as if Royal Athlete's got quite a bit to do down in the 12th spot, and it's still Sweet Duke the inside of Willsford as they take the last on the far side. Sweet Duke and Willsford 1 and 2. They Must Have a Swig the grey the inside of stable companion Arthur's Minstrel, and then we have Peter Skew the outside of Cool Ground going well. He'll walk the red with the white sleeves, gets reminders, then Low Stragoni. Do Be Brief behind that, and then Meliagri. Royal Athlete won't be winning, but is still in front of Mr. Woodcock as they start the turn in. 4 more to jump, and it's Willsford in the blue sleeve jacket Jacket, the outside of Sweet Duke, and these two have forced the pace throughout. This is 4 out. Willsford the leader, and Must Have a Swig makes a mistake there, and it's Willsford the leader from in second place Sweet Duke, Must Have a Swig the grey in third place, and then we have back in 4 Arthur's Minstrel, 3 out here, and Willsford comes to take it. He leaps it like a good and goes 2 in front of Sweet Duke and Must Have a Swig. Then Arthur's Minstrel and Low Strigonian, Cool Ground and Hill Walk. This is the second last. It's Willsford, the blue sleeve jacket, that has a length out of Sweet Duke, who's done so bravely to make most. Royal Athlete won't be winning, but Willsford, who's a reformed character for Jenny Pitman this year, has a lead of a length and a half. But look at this, Sweet Duke is coming back again. This is the final fence now, and Willsford the inside, the Sweet Duke in second place, and then Must Have a Swig and Low Strigoni. But it's Willsford in the lead under Rodney. Farrant striding 2-3 clear up towards the line. Willsford's going to take it at the post. Willsford is the winner. Sweet Duke is second. Low Strigoni, the wizard, comes through to be third. Must Have a Swig 4, Arthur's Minstrel 5, Cool Ground in 6, then we have Hill Walk in 7, Meliagri is 8 and Chatham is 9 and Dewberry Brief 10, and then came home Dakin's Boy, followed by Annie O'Kiloney. Behind Annie O'Kiloney was Petty Bridge. Mr. Woodcock pulled up, Royal Athlete pulled up. 16-1 the winner of this, the Stakis Casino Scottish Grand National, is number 4 on the card, Willsford, in the colours of Handicap. Jenny Pitman trained Royal Athlete, who pulled up, but she's got a winner in Willsford, ridden by Rodney Farrant, and this horse very much a reformed character this year, and Rodney rightly getting congratulations all round. Meliagris, Peter Skewer 4 at the last. Second horse home is number 3 Sweet Duke. Third is number 7 Low Strigoni, who was blinker for the first time, and fourth was number 9 Must Have a Swig.
Here it is. First, number 4 Willsford, the 16-1 winner. Second, number 3 Sweet Duke at 10-1. Third, number 7 Low Strigoni at 11-1, and fourth, number 9 Must Have a Swig, the 7-1 co-favourite. The win tote paid £15.80, places £3.10, £2.80, £3.30 and £1.80. The dual forecast £89.50, the CSF £145.86, and the tri-cast, listen to this, £1,669.99, £1,669.99. The other co-favourites were Royal Athlete and Arthur's Minstrel, 22 rank.
Sydney 4 out, finished 4th. Arthur's Minstrel, a brave run for David Nicholson 5. Cool Ground, the old fella's coming back, isn't he? 6. Hill Walk 7th, not good enough. Meliagris was 8th, and he's run well. Chatham is 9th, Dewberry Brief 10th, Dakin's Boy was 11th, Annie O'Kiloney was 12th, and last was Petty Bridge. All the others pulled up with the exception of Peter Skew, who fell at the last, but fortunately got up and walked away.